Welcome to my doghouse. This is going to be about me. I'm going to talk about me. Maybe I'm going to be a narcissist. I don't know. But so many people's asked me about who I really am. They'll see me here and there and they'll go, "Who's Darwin?" Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. Not that some of you care, but some of yous ask. I grew up middle of nowhere, and literally it was in the middle of nowhere. It was on a ranch, two different ranches. Well, one was Badger Creek Ranch. We grew up knowing it was that, but we always said Badger Creek. There was a creek that run through both the places lived at was called Spring Creek. It was always said Spring Creek. We never used creek. Badger Creek Canyon, not Badger Creek Canyon, even though that's how it's supposed to be. I grew up in an area, things like that really didn't matter too much. I grew up with this idea, and unintentional, guys. When I see something bad in a small town, it's instilled in my head because where I was raised. I was raised out like that until I was 19 years old. And it sticks in your head. That's why these people that's doing bad things to this family in Otter Creek, Florida, why it sticks out. Dalton, Illinois, the way that mayor and that treating them people there, that sticks out. It all comes, whether you want to forget it or not, you can't. It's in your head. But things about me, I am one that don't like to be around huge crowds. I don't mind crowds, but I want them smaller. If I go out somewhere, I just want a few people around, not a whole lot. At home, I have a few visitors here and there, but I'm perfectly content not to have a lot around me. Not because I hate people, because I love them. I'm just that type of person. And that's who I am that way. I'm not, I do not think I'm better than anybody. I don't believe in that I'm better than anybody. I love life. I love the people around me, but that don't make me better than anybody. Even in school, I never thought I was better than anybody. There's some people I didn't really care for, but I still wasn't better than them. I just didn't have nothing to do with them. And I got along great with people. I was never really conflicted with a lot of people as far as trying to fight or whatever. That was not even a handful of times. No, I wasn't a bully and I wasn't bullied. So sometimes I see these people being bullied and I do not understand it. I really don't understand it. I grew up very much with my mom anyway. My mom and dad was always married. As you know, my dad had two kids before mom, but after that, I had mom and dad all the time. I didn't come from a single family home, which makes a difference. That ain't saying that a single person taking care of a child, that is work, and they need praise for what they do. They need people to realize what they go through. I've had a couple of siblings that's wound up raising their own because one, it was a bad situation. She had to get out of it to protect her kids, and you can imagine what that was. And the other one had just passed away, and she had to finish raising her kids on her own. They were The one, they were teenagers, but still at home. But that means he still had to raise them. I'm a person that goes out of my way to help people, and I mean that by example, not by words. I'll hate people I don't, or I'll help people that I really don't like because they need help by actions, not words. Good example of that, I used to live in a trailer court. I owned the trailer, but I paid lot rent. And one of the people that had a trailer there also, you leave, she'd go, older lady, she'd inspect your yard, and I think she probably snooped in people's houses through the window when she could. Well, the owner of the property knew what she was like. She'd call him and he'd just blow it off, which was fine. Because what she says wasn't exactly what was there or anything else. And she was very, very annoying. But her trailer house started to leak. I got up there and resealed her roof. Not because I was trying to get a friend, because I knew that wasn't going to happen. It was because it needed done. Sometimes you have to do that. That's the type of person I am. Do people take advantage of me because of that? Oh yeah, they have over the years. But that's fine. Even my siblings have. But that's fine. I know what I'm doing is right. No, I might not be this at times this likable guy, but that's fine too. I when you love life, you're willing to go that extra step, and that's what I am. You can I do have false teeth, by the way. I don't put them in because I have super bad gag reflexes, and I'm not going to get on here and all of a sudden start gagging. So you have to deal with that. But that's like this place here. I call it my doghouse. I'm having fun out here. I got a TV. I got the computer. I got a day bed or a futon, I should say, and a desk, and an old Curtis Mathis tube TV with a record player. Don't use it, but it's in here. But I'm one that, like I said earlier, I don't think I'm better than anybody else. I know I'm not better than anybody else. I'm not going out there and say he's a piece of crap and I'm wonderful. That's not going to happen. I've seen people virtually are, but you don't do that. I mean, you may notice it, but you move on for the most part. You do. I will call out people, and I have on here, but that's a little different. When you cannot love your neighbor, you cannot love nothing. And that's just the way I feel, and that's the way I am. Yeah, this place I got is, you can call me trailer trash, but I got a trailer here, and other than two volley barns, this one and one all my tools are in. I could have had a house. I decided not to go that route because time I retired, which I am and my wife is, I didn't want a bill. That's why I have this. I could have had something better, but I'd still be paying for it, and I didn't want to do that. Don't judge me for what you don't know who I am. People are on here do that, especially when you go on a channel and which I love doing, and I appreciated them having me on. But don't judge me by lying about me. If you don't like me, you don't like me. That's fine. But don't lie about me because that just puts you in a low class in your mind. In my mind, I may not be judging you, but in reality, that's what you're doing. But it's kind of a oxymoron, but it's true here. If you want to do that, that's fine. I don't care. I'm 65 and I don't give a shit on stuff like that. You want to put it out there, put it out there. That, you know, even when I was younger, I was that way. I didn't really care. I went on and do what I had to do. I I didn't raise my finger up, see which way the wind was blowing. When I was working around other people, and I worked for a mall here in town for years, and I worked for the mall itself, not the stores. They'd have these people, kind of employees. It was kind of groupie type thing. They was each other's minions. I would never participate in it. I'd do my job, get along with them, but I never would push towards them. I'm just not that way. I- I'm not going to do something because it's popular with everybody. That's not going to happen. That's not me. I may at times say things I shouldn't say because it comes out of my mouth before I really think about it. And it does do that. It offends some, but others don't care. I'm, some people say I'm nice, and some just, whatever. But that's up to the person. All I know is being on here, I found some really, really good people on here. Never seen them personally, but they seem to be really nice people. And I appreciate that. I don't have to see them to feel that way. That's another thing I am. That's just the way I do things. I could have go out and have a car. Both my vehicles are '05s. I could go out and get a new one and make payments on it, but I'm not going to do that. Things like that I'm older, I care less about. And when I was younger, it'd have been a different story. But and that's just me. That's part of what I do. But I really do go out, or used to, it slowed down now, and help people that needed help. I did it out of the graciousness of my heart, not out of an obligation. When you can give of yourself from the heart, not out of obligation, people will realize what you're really about. Sometimes the words are just there. Everybody says, "I do this, I do that, I will do this, I will do that," but they're words. They have no actions. And when I was younger, and I still do it, there are going to be actions. If I say I'm going to go do this for you, I'm going to go do this for you. If I say I'm going to be there, I'm going to be there. It's just not words. And too many people these days want everything they do words, not actions. They don't realize how much words can wind up hurting somebody, where actions will put you out there in front as far as people appreciating who you are. And sometimes you do it and you get taken advantage of. I've done that. I've been taken advantage of because of kindness in my heart. No, I'm not patting myself on the back because I'm kind to people. I do it by actions. Most of my life, I've done everything by actions. And I'm number 9 child with mom. I have a smaller sister, so that's 10. And we've all have our quirks, but we was all raised great. And what I mean by that, all 10 of us, and dad had 2 others, so that's 12. None of us has ever been to prison. couple of them's been arrested and spent a couple of days in the local jail, but outside that, there's just nothing there. We're not drug users, and most of us, there's a few exceptions, just love life. I got a couple of sisters in their 80s. I'll probably never see them again because one, I might. She comes down, but my sister in Hastings, Florida, probably never see her again. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but circumstances. The lady, my sister in Newport News, Virginia, probably never see her again unless she comes up here. Which there are the older ones, and I miss them, but that's just me. But if I was there by them, I would be visiting them every week. I got a brother that's quarter of a mile from here that's about their same age, but I think he's in his 70s. He'll be getting close to 80, but I don't see him all the time, even though he's closer, just because we're missing each other constantly. I got a sister lives a couple of miles away. If she needs something, I'm still over there. But when you forget who you are and what you do, you'll forget how to live life. Life is too short to give up who you are and your philosophies in life. If you can't sacrifice your own good at times to help others, you're missing out on something that'll be in your heart forever. Never, never get to the point where it's all about me, because it's not. It's not all about me at all. It's about the people around me. It's how I treat people, and that's how I respect people. And to me, that's very, very important. I love life too much and love people too much to turn my back on people in need. Some people may say I'm the one in need, but not really. Stupid telemarketers again. But no, I'm not. I don't have a lot of money, but I'm okay. I enjoy what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. Enjoy my wife, and I just enjoy life itself. Yeah, maybe my downfall is I'm an animal lover. Growing up on the ranch, I should say, we had two different things. Animals was that you took care of and eventually went to market. Pets is what you had. And I grew up around them. Right now, I got a couple of cats that are rescued from outside. They got cut up under my trailer and they weren't going to make it on their own, so they went in the house and I got them. Another cat they left here when I bought the place. It's about 16 years old or so. Have her still. And I have a coonhound dog. And the other day, my wife wanted something she could hold and love while she's watching TV. So went and found her a small dog. Took her down because what she has. I said, "You want it? We'll get it. If not, I'll look for something else." We wound up getting it. So we rescued another one. I love animals. A downfall in the long run, probably. But a person that hates animals is usually a person that don't know how to love a lot or hard to love. But I love everybody out there. Some of them I don't get along with because of their actions. And I will stand up for them. I will stand up for the weak. I will stand up for them that need help. That's who I am. It may be a boring story to you, but this is who I am. And I appreciate y'all. Thank you a lot.